Hello everyone, welcome to the grand finals of the Providence Invitational. With me, I got Crewdy today.
Hello.
Hello, I'm so glad to have you, and I'm super excited for this final. We have, oh, wait, don't, okay. There's something messed up there, something went wrong. I'm gonna fix that real quick. That's the wrong name. Well, but otherwise, as you can see now, we have GKPunk versus the buff guy. Yeah, they both fought their way through the tournament to end up here in the grand finals, and they very much both deserve their spots. Yeah, how's been the tournament for you so far?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Even I was in the tournament, played Gunther. That was a really, really good close match from what I saw. And it's the rookies. I use that term lightly as always, but yeah, they've looked amazing. All of them. They've come well prepared. Obviously, Buff is a veteran, so yeah, it's been a really good tournament, really good matches. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I agree. Been really good to watch, and I mean we can switch over to the bracket real quick, just so we can have a quick overview. As you can see, Punky won 3-1 against Barbecue in the quarterfinals, and then 3-1 against Gunther in the semis. And Buff Guy won 3-0 against Gordy Boy, and then 3-0 against some random person. So hasn't lost the map yet. We'll see if that changes in the finals now.
Yeah, it's impressive to have not lost a single map. But we know what Buff can do. I mean, RR6 finalist or RR7 finalist even. He's, like I said earlier, he lives and breathes roulette. So yeah,
Indeed, he does. I think that's a fair thing to say. He's preparing a lot, of course, and yeah, as you mentioned, he went far in the last R, but not quite a champion, but finalist is very, very impressive for sure. And Punk has never entered a roulette tournament before, but of course is a staple in the Hitman community. Has casted a lot of matches and is a lead shoutcaster for our tournaments. So and it's been really exciting to see him play for the first time in those two matches. It's been great.
yeah, he's been really impressive. Especially on some of the harder maps or some that you would consider harder. He's just looked not even out of place on them, which for a rookie technically, it's really good to see. So
For sure, I can only agree. And maybe we can talk about the maps here. As you can see on your screen, the first map will be Marrakesh, which is chosen by GKPunk. Then we'll have Mumbai, chosen by the buff guy. And the RMG maps will be Isle of Sgáil, Whittleton Creek, Paris, and Sapienza if we need them. But those will be the maps played.
of course, set of maps
for sure. But first Marrakesh, and I mean that. Depending on the spin, I think Marrakesh has evolved quite a lot in the last few tournaments we saw. I've always been I'm sorry about that. Got a call. Yeah, it's always been pretty much Claws at 230, and then Raven and stuff. But we've seen some Seeker strats, some stuff like that, and it changed up Marrakesh a little bit. So it's not as quite straightforward as before.
Yeah, I think Marrakesh is one of, I don't know, maybe the rare maps where there can be benefits to getting either target first, and that's really spin dependent as well. Like, most maps you kind of have, generally you'll have a pretty standard way of doing things, but Marrakesh can just be either way, which is really good. You always see lots of different strats on Marrakesh, so
yes,
it's quite an open map.
No, I would agree. Can we have a little bit of gain sound? Yeah, I can try to do that. Let's try this. Okay, I have Punk's game on maximum, and Buff guy's on like minus 50 decibel, and it's like his game is still more quiet, but it's okay. That's okay.
You don't want Buff too loud, just in
Yeah.
case.
It's true thing. But let's go. First finish here. We have Razor Zidane with the saber as prisoner, and Klaus Hugo Strandberg with the silent sniper rifle as the consulate intern. I mean, that's an interesting spin.
Yeah. Prisoner's always interesting.
Sure.
You got the question of, do you try and take the prisoner to Razor, or do you bring Razor to the prisoner? But you've also got to get the saber, which is obviously in his office. So in some ways you might be better off going up. But yeah, this could be an interesting one. And the consulate intern, generally, if you don't get him near the beginning, you can lose him for a very long time on this map.
Indeed. I mean, if you know his cycle really well, then it's always the option of catching him in another point as well. But at least I don't. Well, either way, it looks like Punk is gonna start on the rooftop, and well, the consulate intern passes.
He's going for the west roof, isn't he? Yeah.
Indeed, he passes the shop quite early, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna assume he's gonna do.
This is my preferred strat for intern, just because once you miss him after about the minute mark, the only place I know is that he goes to the consulate around 6.5 minutes, and that's probably too late by the time you get to that point.
Yeah,
so.
I would agree. Buff is still planning, so yeah, maybe a little replan. He's decided on the threat now. Punk is gonna wait for the intern to come here. And
Punk is PC, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he'll have a little advantage on loading times, but
yeah, I mean it's true, but also Buff did take some time to plan.
Yeah.
So no. You can't hear any game audio. Well, that's like OBS tells me. OBS tells me game audio should be there. But
oddly, I'm having the same thing in my OBS that I'm not hearing any game audio, which is very strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, it tells me there should be game audio, but if you can't hear it, like,
Ooh, early rip from Buff.
Ooh. Yeah, indeed. Well, okay, let's focus on the match. I'll figure out the game issue thing later. Yeah, Buff had like an early rip, and it took a long time with planning, so he's quite a bit behind in IGT already. Punk started quite immediately, had the plan of going with the consulate intern first, and is gonna make it's gonna make Klaus.
Yeah, of course.
Like
he's allowed on the top floor as well, isn't he?
Yes, I think so.
A legal disguise, so he should be pretty good here.
Yeah,
got the right timing.
I'd say so too. But he found also a bit scary, but of course that's the Colmar shopkeeper, so not to worry about that.
I think Buff's going for an emetic bomb on the intern as he walks down this pathway here.
It could very well be.
Take him to the Shisha Cafe.
Yeah, surely that should also work.
Yeah, a little bit slower, but he might miss Klaus on his first cycle with this method, potentially.
Might be the case. Well, Punk has a 2 minutes IGT lead in any case, so yeah, just gonna wait until Klaus turns around again to get him inside. And that should be his first kill pretty soon. I assume Punk has a sniper rifle in that briefcase. I haven't, but I would very much assume so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he does.
There we go. That's the first kill down. Very nicely done. But I do think the breaking point of this spin will be the prisoner and how he gets the saber and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see which approach they both take. Because I say Reza will come down to the prisoner, but obviously that's timing dependent. So do you risk it and try and get up to him instead? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, it's a very good question. Also, so it looks like Punk is going to grab a soldier here, an elite soldier. And I'm interested if he's going to grab the saber in his office, or maybe the other saber in the shoe shop. Could also be an option. So
Yes, cool. I always forget about the one in the shoe shop.
yeah, I mean, honestly, for me it's the opposite. I always forget about the one in the office. So you know, we add together, so we can remember both.
Buff's timing is going to be really tight here.
Yes, I agree. Can I get up the stairs there? Because he would need to get frisked. And yeah, he's gonna arrive at the upstairs when Claw's already there. So it's definitely doable, but it's not as easy.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a double audio lure here.
Oh well, I mean, Claw's just arrived, so it should be fine, I think.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be fine actually.
Just a bit more tough.
Oh no, I think he's he's managed to.
Oh, it's just too late. Oh, so okay, so
he's managed to audio lure the guard with the same.
Which is not that terrible.
No.
He also delayed Claws a bit, so it's definitely like it's not that bad.
Because you can occasionally lure one of the ladies from downstairs, can't you? If you don't throw it quite right. Sometimes it's very rare that they. Oh no, Klaus has delegated that one.
You're also a bit ahead of me. I think I should probably refresh that. Oh, that sucks so much. He was so close to getting that, and then that screwed up a bit. Oh, that's unfortunate.
One thing he could have tried doing was getting him in that little side room where you turn on the lights, but that can be a little bit risky. But it is with the guard at the end that he took out first, it makes that room safe. So yeah,
I do understand the restart though. It's just like more known and stuff. In the meantime, while we saw that, of course, I also paid attention to Punky in the meantime, and he grabbed himself he first grabbed a lead soldier, then he grabbed a military officer, and then he just snagged the saber from the shoe shop, and now he is dismissing some soldiers.
Yeah.
And interested what he'll do now. It looks like he's just gonna. Well,
he's gonna bring Reza up by the looks of it. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
But you only have to dismiss a couple of people, I think, to get the prisoner through. So
I think so too. Yeah, and of course, as officer, you can. Yeah, that's not a problem. So yeah, that looks definitely a solid strat. And I'm not sure what can go wrong, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like he's gonna wait with the prisoner though. He placed the saber up here, and just gonna wait for Razor to react to the intercom, which he's gonna do now, and KO him first. And afterwards, get the prisoner upstairs. It's looking very good for him.
Yeah, am I right in saying you can dismiss the guy in the prisoner room as well, can't you, for a kind of free grab? So
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you did already, but
very rare. I actually use the prisoner disguise.
Yeah, same. Very much the same. There you go. You KO'd Rather. Now to go back down. And get that disguise. Yeah, it's pretty much it's all in his hands now. Buff had some trouble and a lot of trouble with restart and replanning and stuff like that. So, and Punk has not had a single restart. So he's been blasting through this. And there we have
solid.
It. Yeah, the prisoner disguise.
Yes, we should have a. Oh yeah, other than this guy here, but he's just got to wait it out.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. There we go.
Turned around. Always better to play safe in roulette.
For sure. I think we've all known that. We all know that by now.
Yeah, we all still go for risky stuff occasionally.
Yeah. Like we know in theory how it should work, but in practice it's always a bit different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he just going to go? I think he's just going back for his safe disguise.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Was a bit scared for him there.
Did he get the keys?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, he did. No, it looks like he has. Okay. Yeah,
I
think he got them from the consulate.
Oh yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I missed that, I think, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, very nice. Changed back into a safe disguise and can easily exit now. GG.
Again,
That's the first
yeah, no,
point for Punk.
that was clean. Not a single rip. Looked very good, start to finish. Buff got an unlucky rip, but he was a little bit behind anyway, wasn't he? So might have got into photo finish territory if he hadn't have ripped, but
Indeed. GKPunk wins Marrakesh, which, well, 85% predicted buff, so it's a huge payout for the punk believers, which is nice. Yeah, so buff, as we talked about before, buff hasn't lost a single map in the tournament yet. Now he did. He got his first map loss.
yeah, and that's big from a kind of mental standpoint as well, to know you've taken that first map off of buff, and for buff knowing that he hasn't lost one yet, that's gonna play on buff's mind and hopefully give Punk a nice confidence boost going into the next one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Mumbai is one of buff's absolute favourites, so it's gonna be tough.
Oh, it for sure will be, but yeah, I mean, we've seen quite a bit, and I'm just so excited. I just want to win a close final, you know. I don't want to stomp in either way, but I'm sure we're on a great path to that.
It's already looking great. I think the good thing about having a rookie is that you just don't know. It's an unknown. You know, we don't know what strat he's going to go for. He could pull something crazy out the bag, and we're not going to know about it. So it's exciting to see what he's going to do when you haven't actually seen him play some of these maps before.
Totally. Totally the case. And another quick point before we jump into the map again. I heard that you can't hear any game sound. Yeah, is that correct? But I'll try to fix that quickly. Okay, let's see. Let's see how's it now. The sound. Okay, so I assume there is sound now. Awesome. Well, that's good.
You could fix mine as well. That'd be nice. I'm still not getting game sound.
You got a nice intern grab.
Yeah, I had some wrong OBS settings.
Faster than me on that?
Oh,
Okay, well that makes sense.
But,
yeah, I don't know anything about
I'll blame Mo for that,
because
because
I knew it was going to be the fucking intern. I knew it was going to be.
So,
Go out with the fucking medic in my briefcase. I don't know. I have to figure out a good intern grab for that.
GKPunk 1-0 up.
Damn sick as garbage.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that buff is a bit of a favorite here.
Hey Nova, how you doing, girl?
Because, well, as we said, he is an R7 finalist.
Oh, shit.
And Punk hasn't well, we know that Punk had a great knowledge, but he hasn't.
It shouldn't have mattered though. I got the intern and then I got the.
So
I got there in time for Klaus,
I mean,
so it shouldn't have
quite nice
mattered.
to see him lead 1-0 in the finals.
Yeah.
How fast he got the
intern?
intern?
At
Because we
least
would have
4
been over there
maps,
at the same
so
time.
that's always a bonus. I'd like to see all 6 maps. I think that would just cap off the tournament, really, wouldn't it? If we got to see all 6. So
indeed. Well, I mean, all 6 would require that the tie one. I mean, which is possible, but like
it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, I think 5 is also fine, but yeah. 6
Yeah, 5's good.
6 sounds unlikely to me, but yeah. Buff is too loud now. Well, he's already at minus 50 decibel, so I can't do much more. But yeah.
Buff himself is 50 decibels, though. That's the problem. You have to account for Buff himself.
Very true. But anyway, as I said before, Mumbai is one of Buff's most favorite and best maps, so it could be quite interesting. And just like a bit less than 1 minute to before the spin is here.
So
Anything you're hoping for?
Yeah, for once I'm not the admin when I'm casting, so that's actually I can make some predictions without knowing the spin, which is pretty cool. I'd like to, I don't know what am I hoping for Mumbai. I don't know. I think I like to see live Maelstrom kills. Can shake it up a bit. So I'm hoping for that. But well, we'll see if that comes true.
Vanya Fire is a good, or is Vanya Fire banned here?
Oh yeah, true. That's a pretty new
I
condition.
think that's banned, isn't it? Yeah.
Anyway, Spin is here. Can you take it, please?
Yep. Okay, we have Wazir Kale, explosive weapon as the Queen's bodyguard. Vanya Shah, explosion accident as the barber, and Dawood Rangan, barber razor as the lead actor.
Well, we didn't quite get what we want, but we gotta forgive me. Quite explosive spin.
Yeah. Very kind disguises, I would say here.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean,
Barbara and Barber Razor together, lead actors, kind of en route. This could be an interesting one.
Yeah, I would agree. Also, I feel like the Maelstrom is, of course, a setup vehicle with a breaching shot or another explosive if you're feeling frisky. And of course, Queen's Bodyguard is one disguise that you will get for free when doing the Vanya items.
47.
It's quite a
Our
generous,
intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city.
That's all quite
I've
nice.
marked the headquarters, the
So,
Crows, on your map.
I'm kind of expecting them to set up Maelstrom and then go for the Barber immediately. Carry that around.
Yeah,
It'll make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think that seems the obvious option here.
But also, I have to say
That's
that
the
the
Maelstrom. You found him.
I'm not sure how he behaves, and I know like early on, he's there.
Yeah, I think his throwing up is proxy triggered, as far as I know. So when you get close to him, that's when he goes to throw up. Otherwise, he just roams, as far as I understand it.
Well, he has to.
You can always turn on mission story as well.
Nice. I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't want the other puking spot, because that's like pretty much a nightmare. So,
there you go. Punk's got him right there, right in front of him. He's timed that immaculately.
Definitely, and I like that. And of
Interesting
course,
look,
Barber at
47.
this point now, but like,
Well,
getting
Dawood Rangan
disguise,
is at the tower
early
expecting
on
Mr.
is
Arthur
always
any
a good
minute
idea.
now. No need to keep him waiting.
You need a ride, sir?
Yeah, so the question is, will they go and leave that disguise? It's going to depend on whether he does the boat lure, or whether he does for Darwood, or whether he decides to go up into the tower, to where he takes this disguise. Really.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's interesting. Buff guy also getting the lead actor first doing the same thing. IGT.
Chat is trying to get your attention to say Punk is too loud.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sorry, guys. I can tune down Punk a bit. Shuffing. Thanks for the heads up. Awesome. Well, if we go back to the game, we see a first bit differing here. Punk went for the Barber disguise after getting the lead actor. Interestingly, yeah, okay, he's gonna leave him there. Just I isolated him. Okay, no, Buff also. Okay, so this is interesting. Buff just went back to the Maelstrom to get his to get another guy to leave the lead actor there, and then I guess the Barber's just so he has the
yeah, I'm guessing he's going to try and shuffle his disguises around, isn't he, and take these two probably over to the boathouse.
Which I very much like. I like this very much. It's
and then obviously Maelstrom will be an exit kill anyway as the bodyguard. So
yeah, and so there's a pretty major difference here that Punk is now going for the brick lure. And it's in the lead actor disguise, and Buff is in the Barber disguise. And I think Buff is in a bit of an advantage here, to be honest, at least in my opinion, because he doesn't have to KO Vanya. And he can just trigger. He can just, he can walk up to Vanya, and
yeah, he's not going to have to do any of the knocking out. Yeah, he can just drive by.
Which is a pretty nice advantage to have, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big time save.
It's a big time save for sure. And Punk has to if he kills Vanya, of course it's an excellent kill, but
I think Punk might have just realised I think Punk might have got confused at who needed which ones.
Oh, that
He's just realised he needed because looks like he's heading back for the barber now.
Yeah.
I think he might have got his disguises muddled, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, let's see. But I think an interesting point here is we also have the Queen's Bodyguard. So if you do a drive-by, you don't have that free Queen's Bodyguard from Vanya. So interested if they'll like
That's
get
true.
it from somewhere else, or I think it's just it's an interesting, it's an interesting point of decision here.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to have to go into the train yard to get one, aren't you? So
Yeah,
it's going to be quite a detour.
But I think it's also a free Queen's Bodyguard outside. But don't quote me on that. Mumbai is a big map, and I'm just confused.
Yeah, I get confused. I've got confused in a match between the bodyguard and the guard.
I think it's
very
totally
similar.
normal. Mumbai is like so big and confusing. It's completely normal. In the meantime, Buffs now arrived at Vanya, dropped the breacher, dropped the propane, and that's gonna be his first kill down. Very nicely done.
Okay, so he's opting not to go for the bodyguard here.
Yes. I mean, I like it. Just a question is how you'll get Queen's Bodyguard.
Punk's already dropped the brick, hasn't he? So Vanya's going to be well on her way to the boat by now.
Yeah, he has to hurry. He doesn't have to hurry like a lot, but of course it's costs him a bit of time to with that back and forth.
And he's a bit stuck in the sums here as well.
Yeah, the enforcer just sucks a bit. Of course, I want to risk anything here and walk into the view field. So depending on what he does for Dawood, it's not that. But Vanya's already there. The problem is, I think Dawood is gonna hear that explosion. Which
this might put Dawood into a lockdown.
Lock him down. Yeah, that might be a problem, honestly. And he also doesn't. Okay, he has some potato. It's fine.
He's just gonna go for it. Has Punk bought a snail at all for Dawood, or is he going for? I didn't see his inventory.
I don't think Punk has the snail DLC, to be honest.
Okay, I know Buff definitely does. Buff always
but
uses
Punk
this.
doesn't, I think. So yeah.
Buff always uses this.
Yes, he loves this. Should be fine for him. I'm pretty sure.
Punk's admiring some baskets.
Yeah, he is just really waiting for that guy to turn around. And on that note, as we saw on Punk that Punk's screen that Dawood did lock down, so I'm interested what he will do for that.
Okay, so now he's going to have to go get him in the tower, which isn't the worst of things to have to do, but because I think if he comes out of lockdown, I don't think he'll start walking back to the boat again, as far as I know. I think he will just carry on with his standard route.
I do think so as well, yeah.
It's like a one-time trigger.
Yeah. Which means you would have to catch him somewhere in the tower, which is also not impossible, We've seen that plenty of times, but it makes it different for sure. Yeah.
These are only Queen's Guard here, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think he's gonna take one of these and go into the
go inside,
into the train yard. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Get some easier access. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna.
I've got to say, I don't know of any easy Queen's Bodyguard because I don't think I've ever not got the one that's following Vanya. So throws up an interesting.
Yeah, normally it's a very free disguise, but I mean this is just some. In that regard, it's an interesting spin because it's not free. So
yeah.
Let's see.
Is there one on this roof? There is a couple on this roof actually. So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, straight for this guy. Okay, so there is a relatively safe one up here.
Which is good. Buff gonna trank him.
That's some knowledge to store in the roulette bank there.
For sure.
Anyone is there,
Yep.
we're in a heap of trouble.
Buff now can
very nice. That's very nice from Punk. Just got one.
Yes. Oh, it's awesome. Actually, it's really cool.
Yeah, this
The infamous Maelstrom
if he can
is
get to
dead.
Wow.
Darwood quickly.
Just one target left.
I mean, yeah. So, okay, there's a lot going on
Buff
here.
still
To be
hasn't got
honest.
the lead actor yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buff still hasn't got the lead actor. I don't think he's dropped him in the.
He did right at the beginning.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. He has already.
He left the disguise in the where the maelstrom is. So, but there was a lot going on here.
Okay.
I missed a bit of that punk ISO because I was attracted by Bob that they dragged Vanya all the way upstairs. He passed the guy body bagging with a body bag on the roof, and I'm not sure why they're dragging her up the roof. Like, what's going on there?
I didn't quite see it fully. The guy he tranked was outside the the train carriage. So I don't know whether he managed to lure someone outside that train carriage. I just saw him tranking someone.
Yeah.
I saw him tranking someone outside. So
I mean, that's sick.
I
Yeah.
didn't 100% see how he got there, but to get someone there seems interesting, unless there's something obvious that I don't know about. But
Well, anyway, Buff has now arrived. It's Darwood again. Of course, he has quite a comfortable Darwood ISO. So, it's gonna be his third kill, and he just has to run to the boat exit, and it's gonna be done and dusted. You know, Punky still has to ISO Darwood, so like, that lockdown, like this guy's confusion for him, really, I just really cost him here. Cause he spent 2 minutes, and, on getting that other disguise, after throwing the brick in, and then he had to go back, and
yeah,
Darwood
if
locked
he
down
didn't,
and
if
stuff
he
like
didn't
that.
get the Darwood lockdown, he may have been all right there. But that's
Yeah.
caused him to have to come up into the tower. So
I think it's quite unfortunate.
yes, solid from Buff, which is to be expected. It's Mumbai
sure.
is his second home, so he, sub 10 minutes is always good for a Mumbai spin.
For sure. I think it would have been really close though. This guy's switch up did not happen because like the grab from Punk of the Queen's bodyguard was really fast. So yeah, it would have been interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on what ice foot out he would like use. Not sure about that.
Yeah, just a few unlucky little bits there has cost him, but he had the right idea, definitely.
For sure. I think we can say that for sure. And well, at least we do not have a 3 best for sure. 1 for 1. It's as close as possible so far, which is great to see.
A little bit nervous about my Queen's bodyguard.
And now we're gonna move on to the first RNG map, chosen not by the participants, but well, by our random reel.
Okay.
Yeah, Sgáil is gonna be the map.
We've seen Sgáil quite a lot in this tournament, I think.
That's true, yeah.
It's an interesting map. I don't think it gets as much credit as it deserves. Potentially, it's an interesting map, and there are some very interesting kills you can get, like kill conditions that you can get on this map that makes things quite tricky.
You guys right now. I'm not trying to, but good to see you, Drags. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I for sure can agree with that. I mean, in R it's a bit of a weird spot because like it's kind of intimidating to learn because there's a lot of skies and it's vertically a huge map. But I think a lot of people caught on like it's not that hard and like more people actually pick it and stuff. But it's always interesting to see. There's a lot of like depending on the spin, it can go vastly different. Like even when you have those like standard ISOs with the seekers and the MOC for Zoe and the like radio for Sphere and stuff like that, it still can go quite differently. Just depending on the spin.
Yeah. Anything that means you can't reliably use the MOC law would be nice for this one.
Well,
it's kind of the standard for. I think in that room you can get pretty much every single kill possible. So does
pretty
make that.
much. Yeah, I mean,
I see Buff practicing for the starfish straight away.
yeah,
I think Punk's doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, you love to see it. I mean, it's starfish is an interesting thing having to get that. Well, on that point, you said it pretty much every kill, but I think fire is an interesting one. Because of course you also do the MOC lure, but it's not quite as straightforward.
Fire in a fire. Trying to make fire remote is quite hard.
It sure is.
It can be hard. So if you had something like a knight's armor or any disguise that's obviously not the beaver, that makes it interesting. And Sophia, am I getting the right one? Yeah, Sophia drowning in a hostile disguise is always interesting.
Yeah.
Again, I can't remember if that's banned or not. I know certain conditions were banned.
I
don't have the list in front of me.
So we had a lot of discussion in advance of the tourney about conditions, and I just remember that I was an advocate for allowing Sophia drowning. I'm not sure if it's actually allowed. I forgot about that, but I'm not the admin for this match, so I don't have to remember. I think it's allowed.
Yeah, though, there are some complications that are kind of unnecessarily hard, aren't there? But
surely.
I wouldn't say this is one of them. It's just getting into that toilet, isn't it? That's the hard part. So some conditions are kind of unnecessarily hard or unnecessarily tedious.
I mean, yeah, like the thing is, Sophia always goes to a bathroom and stuff, so maybe it's a bit creative, but I think it's definitely doable. Either way, the spin is already here. We talked a lot, and we have Zoe Washington with a loud SMG in the burial robes. You got the hostile guys, and for Sophia Washington, we have the cleaver as ARC member.
Okay. Burial robes isn't undisguised.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm assuming the only cleaver is probably in the kitchen, which could make a kitchen start viable.
You would be right with that. That's indeed the case.
Because the chef, again, the chef is an underrated disguise. It has pretty much free access to nearly the entire map.
But I have to say, I personally always struggle with getting the ARC member disguise. Because, there's a lot of ARC members running around the ARC society, sure. But actually getting one of these, I don't know. I always struggle with that.
Jason Portman's always a good shout. He kind of sits downstairs on his own and you can lure him around the corner.
Yeah.
Or if you're feeling fancy, you could... I was going to say you could potentially go for the free one, but that's a ARC member, isn't it? Or the other one, the higher one. That's the architect, I think.
Yeah.
The one that you get when you do the mission story down in the basement. So that would be far too complicated to go and do that.
Yeah, it would be a bit complicated. Well, anyway, looks like both are starting architect. So that's not quite what we said. Okay, well, I mean, Punk just replanning a bit. SMG. I mean, you do get a silent SMG from the gods, but it's specified a loud one. I'm not sure there is one. I mean, I think there are loud SMGs on Sgáil, but I'm not sure where. Maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah, I always get confused between the SMGs and the assault rifles.
Oh yeah, same. Oh man, I can't tell the difference. It's like so similar.
Punk has decided to start ARC member, but he's found out very quickly that half of these doors are locked.
Yes, but I love to see it though. Having some different starts here, I like it.
I think if he can get through here and then get back to Sophia for the 2-minute mark, or even the 3-minute peekaboo on the stairs, he's got could be a quick run here.
Yeah, for sure.
The hardest part of this, obviously, is the burial robes, and there's a number of different ways that people get the burial robes.
Yes.
It's interesting to see how they go about it.
Yes, very much the case. And also on that point, I'll be interested in where they get Sophia. Zoe, I mean. Because if you get in the MOC room, you have a long way with the burial robes. That's all. Getting there is burial robes. It's for sure possible. And there is a pretty decent path, but if you go up the tower, over the bridge, through the radio room and down there, sure, but it takes so long, you know.
Yeah, and you got a lot of movement in hostile area, which I mean, you could potentially get Zoe as she comes out for the funeral service, couldn't you? And use the burial robes as the lure. is a possible option. But then
Indeed.
again, a loud kill still leaves you with an issue of actually doing the loud kill.
Yeah.
Buff's gone for chloroform. I like this method.
That's cool. Yeah.
Free chloroform on the table.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I also forget that chloroform is like a thing. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, awesome.
Nice, smooth room clear.
Yes, great to see. Also, it's nice to see the different approaches here.
Okay, so he's just picked up a gun off that guard, so I'm going to assume that is an loud SMG.
Yeah, that looks like an SMG. Yeah. Great. I mean, I assume he didn't smuggle one in then. Different Punk. But so to summarize the approaches here, Buff started in the architect skies, isolated Sophia in the bathroom, has her down just to like go up at a later point, and now has the burial ropes and will use those to get to Zoe. On the other hand, Punk started in the member disguise, got the MOC disguise, and then went up to catch Sophia in the radio room. So I don't know. This is very interesting.
Yeah, two very different strats, which is always good because you never know which one's going to be quicker. Okay, Buff's just going for a legal disguise in this area.
Yeah, which of course, that makes sense. It's always good to have that.
Okay, he wanted that so we could unlock the door.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I honestly forgot about that, but when I described this path earlier, the door is locked, so it's not quite easy to get through there.
There's a few strange doors, like this one down where Buff's going now is also locked from the inside for some reason, rather than the outside.
It's very interesting, but just to remember this stuff, and
Buff's, yeah, I think he got seen by those two roaming guards. They walk around the whole map, and he just did the wrong timing on them.
You're a bit having me, but oh man, that is tough for Buff. He was on a really good way, to be honest. With the berry robe and man, this is big. He
If Punk can get this burial robes, I mean he's in a legal disguise here. He's going to lure two of them with the boxes. And then he can lure the other one around the corner, so he should hopefully be pretty safe here.
I think so as well. I think those attractions are a very good way to get rid of some guards here.
Yeah, I mean slow but safe, which is always good.
Yeah, exactly. In roulette, you always take that. That's always going to be your the choice. Oh, he also picked up the chloroform. Very nice. Good that both players remember that. I wouldn't have.
Yep.
There you go.
Very nice.
And there we go. He changes the burial ropes, and now, just has to get over to the
Every time I load in, I fuck myself.
the MOC room.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, in the meantime, Buff now gonna start.
All of that again. This is so
Start again with the same strat. I would assume. I think he has a very solid strat going. Like if the next time he doesn't get spotted by the guards, I think just has to execute it again. And interesting.
Yeah, he just got very unlucky timing, didn't he, on those two red guards? They're kind of the trolls of this map. They always catch you at the worst time.
And another point that I'm interested in, kinda.
Oh, just checking the bin for size.
The point I'm interested in is so Punk did go up in the MOC disguise, right?
What are you doing?
Where did he leave that? Cause like he needs it still for the lure.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to leave his burial robes here and go back and get it.
Yeah. Which is
he's always going. Oh, this is risky.
Yeah. He doesn't have I wouldn't say he doesn't have a pistol, but I mean that's works.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He's got to hope that he hasn't lured any guards up there.
Man, he has one shot and then like another shot with the LMG. I really hope he didn't triple shot it.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
That was, man, that was so risky though. That was super risky.
I believe there's three boxes in this room, isn't there? So he's got enough for all the bodies.
Yes, that's true. But still, like, the timing would be quite difficult, because, like, the fire pit is activated, Zoe comes, and then the guard comes rushing in at the same time, you know? That could be quite tricky.
Yeah, her guard, again, can be... He can have horrible timing.
Like,
he looks like he's got decent guard here.
Yeah,
He's just gonna... Be careful. Yep.
Yeah, don't want to knock them out. Like this, and that should be fine, though. I mean, it's a loud SMG kill, so loud kills. Like with those two guards up, they come rushing in pretty fast, so you have to be quick here. And Burial,
yeah, I think he's.
guys, so.
I think he's taking he's going to take this guard over to empty one. I think he's going to leave a disguise in the same box that he's killing her. I would assume.
But even then, he has to he has to shoot, hide the body, change his guys, ideally.
Yeah.
And
he might have bodies out on the helipad become hostile as well.
Yes. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. Now he shot her. He's gonna box her.
Nice work.
And
quick.
he has to change quickly. Ooh.
Oh my word.
Oh, that's suspicion was nearly full. Oh my god, I was so close. Hi.
Wow.
Wow. Whew. It's nerve-wracking. Oh my.
I think that's the only two. Oh no!
What? Oh my god, no!
Just took his
That's
eye
so
off the ball for a
unfortunate.
second.
A third guard came in from the other side, and oh my god, that is.
Oh,
Oh.
so unlucky. He just took his eye off for a second, I think, and wasn't anticipating that guy coming in.
That is so unfortunate, man. I would have I would have counted like the two guys already going down soon, and then I would have never expected that first guy
wow, and
come rushing in.
that's Buff just got ripped by the architect on jumping out that window. I've never seen that before.
I mean, first of all, you are again a few seconds ahead. I have to refresh, but nice spoiler.
Try not to spoil the future.
Yeah, let me refresh the streams real quick. Not much going on right now. They both restarted.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone ripped that before.
What happened there? Oh, no, okay, now we get ads. Awesome. I shouldn't have refreshed.
Machst du hier einen auf lustig?
I mean, the timing is fine.
Dr. Michael Morbius. Die Hälfte der Stadt will sie kontrollieren. Die andere Hälfte will sie töten.
But,
Wünsch mir Glück.
Yeah. So he climbed out the window and like, did he like peekaboo or lure him before a bit?
Yeah, I wonder if he maybe peekabooed him as he was running through the door, perhaps, and then he turned around just as he got out the window. It's the only thing I can think of there, because
yeah.
he wouldn't turn around of his own accord. Well, I don't know. This is
It's
him.
interesting. We have to work that back or something.
Yeah.
Also- yeah.
It's definitely not a rip I was expecting to see. So.
Yep. But oh well. I mean,
so
both back to even.
back
This
on
is gonna be
even-
exciting.
Yeah, even footing again now. Yeah.
That's gonna be very exciting, and of course.
I think they'll stick with their same strats. I imagine
Yes,
both their
yes.
strats are solid.
I think so too. I haven't quite decided yet on which is faster. Maybe we'll just see if they both don't rip anymore. There might be.
Yeah, these are two very different routes. So yeah, it's hard to tell which one is faster here.
Yep. Also this time we'll have to note, Punk is up here in the armor disguise this time, which which is the disguise he'll need for the fear. So that's pretty cool.
Gonna hide her behind the couch so the constant doesn't see her.
Yes, which is a good idea. The constant can. I'm sorry. Constant can be a bit trolly.
Yeah, I was gonna say the art member's not actually allowed up on this floor, is he? But he's actually looks like he might go for that peekaboo. That's always a good disguise to have in this room.
You want to check it out?
Yeah, he wanted that peekaboo for sure.
Yeah, I think the constant again, I think the constant is proxy triggered, so he shouldn't. He will only come through that room if you for certain interactions. He's proxy triggered.
Yeah, bitch.
maybe
Buff got spotted by the woman.
Oof.
That sucks.
Okay, bit of a lead for Punk now then.
Yeah. But we have seen how fast that can go downhill, especially
Yeah.
in this spin. Yeah.
Like past it.
Oh my.
On my game at all. I don't know what's wrong. I must
You viewers, by the way, you viewers have the advantage of like hearing Buff talk. I can't hear what Buff says, so you know, it could be interesting. But I don't know.
I imagine a lot of it is probably rage.
Yeah, I would assume so. that could very well be. But anyway, but yeah, as I said, Punk now has a 3-minute in-game lead, and I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. But
Yeah, he's just going for this this clean out again, which was pretty solid, safe.
yeah. Well, to be honest, it did work out quite well for him. He whipped to the the loud G kill, but he got the kill cleanly, but he just couldn't go out of the he couldn't just go out of the room because his armor guys were still there.
Yeah.
he had to grab that, and this time he already transported those guys out of the room, so he could bail immediately after killing Zoe, which would prevent that rip from happening again, which was nice.
I don't know how viable an option it would be to shoot through the window potentially from out on the helipad. Could be an option because then you wouldn't get people going into that room. But it's risky. But
I've never thought about that. It might actually be maybe the two guards then don't hear, and you have more time to go in and hide. I don't know. I think the helipad is quite full though, so I'm thinking about a problem with getting spotted, but sounds like a good idea for sure. Might have to experiment with that at some point, but
I think that's probably not something you want to be trying out right now.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. But it's an interesting thought to have. And in the meantime, Punk went you said Raiders guys to go into the kitchen and grab that cleaver, which is very nice. He has everything set up for Sophia now, and it's Raiders guys.
Yeah, he might even go and get this kill out of the way now. He might take if he takes the robes up with him, he could go get this kill out of the way, and then he can exit straight after killing Zoe rather than...
Exactly. I assume he's going to take the route that both of them took so far, and he has everything prepared for Sophia, and can get that on the way. Very nice optimization at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what I like to see. He's realised what went wrong the first time. He's thought, right, how can I stop that from happening again?
Yeah. Very true.
Ooh, Scott. I don't know if
And
I've
oh
had
wow, okay, I did not refresh. We just get mid-roll ads. Nice.
Yep,
Thank
I've
you,
had
Twitch.
ads as well.
Thank you, Twitch. Very much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. Oh my. Mid-roll ads.
Wie wir sie kennen, löst sich auf. Wenn wir ihn besiegen wollen, dann müssen sie mir vertrauen. Du kannst mich nicht
Oh, what a great invention, honestly. Oh.
I really hope nothing has happened during that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Oh, nope, he's looking good.
Yep. Okay, I got
So-
the Sophia kill.
Pretty much synchronized gameplay here.
Nice. So we missed the Sophia kill on Punk's side. It's not my fault. It's Twitch's fault. They played mid-roll ads. Oh shit, man. I hope. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how that could have gone wrong. And
This is interesting. We have synchronized gameplay here, but Punk is a kill ahead.
Yes, which is big. But yeah, interesting.
A lot of
But
wishes.
it's really synchronized actually, both going in. I mean, different of course is Punk already has the MOC lure cleared out. Buff does not.
And we've seen that he's just going to use the SMG, assumedly. Oh, he's got his SMG. He's got his loud SMG there, and he's got his silenced SMG for the pit.
Yeah.
Assuming he goes that route again.
Yeah, I mean, it's again a bit scary as a triple shot and stuff. But I think he should be fine.
It's risky. I mean, I I don't know how easy a single shot from an SMG is on PC, but it's almost impossible on console. So not something I would want to be trying.
It's pretty impossible. Like I don't know. I've never gotten that reliably. Okay, you got a 2-shot. That's fine.
A 2-shot. Yep. That's all
Yeah,
good.
that's totally fine.
Okay, so you just got to hope for a little bit of luck with her guard. That he's in the right kind of... Oh, see, her guard is really far ahead of her this time.
Ooh, interesting. But again, we do kind of see synchronized gameplay. Oh, and for buff, Sophia just is sprinting through this room. Wow, it's quite the opposite. Now, yeah, he raided, he knocked out the guard. Of course, Sophia Zoe locking down a bit, but that shouldn't be a problem. So this is interesting. And it really comes down now to yeah, who gets that clean kill cleanly. I mean, as we know, this buff
hopefully Punk
is a kill behind, but like,
see Punk just take a second here and just plan this, make sure he knows where all the guards are possibly coming from, and he can make a swift exit. I mean, if he goes out the window, he should be fine. I think.
Exactly, and this time, as we said, he did not have to wait. Ooh, this could be tough. If he kills her here,
this is a risky.
This is a very risky spot. Ooh, I'm not sure I like this. If he goes fast,
no.
And now to confront the constant.
Okay.
Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, it worked out.
Okay, so he's done it deliberately, so they run the other way.
Oh, yeah. I get the intention, but that seems so risky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay. GKPunk.
Yeah, GG's.
Wow, that was tense. That was tense till the end.
Very well played.
Oh.
And again, great to see him learn from that first mistake and think, I need to get Sophia first.
That is absolutely crazy.
Really.
Oh man. Oh man. What?
Now is probably the time to turn Buff Stream down a little. He's not going to be happy about that.
Good point. Oh man, what an exciting final so far. That Sgáil 1-1. That Sgáil was so back and forth. It was so cool to see, and it could have really gone either way. Now Punk is leading 2-1. One more win for Punk, and he would win the grand final and become our first constant. Yeah, all Buff needs to win 2 maps to come back. And this is gonna be so exciting. And Whittleton Creek is gonna be the next LNG map.
I like Whittleton Creek, so hope for something. There's not too much stuff that is spicy in Whittleton Creek, but let's hope for something.
Which is quite true.
Good map.
Yeah, and it's another one of those maps who had to start innovations quite recently, I'd say. I mean, most been still like will call for the garage, right? So the classic Nolan 430 garage ISO is still very good. And in a lot of spins it will be your way to go. But there have been these nice innovations, for example, getting Nolan early in various ways, to be honest. There are a lot of ways, infiltrating his house with the sedative stuff, and getting the tooth at various points, and getting Jails at different points, and it's then securing Nolan. It's also different points. It's been a lot of options you have actually for such a small map.
Yeah.
Which is cool to see, to be honest.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people opting for an early Nolan ISO, which, a couple of tournaments ago, you wouldn't have even really thought about that. It would just be the garage ISO, but I think people are finding ways to optimize this map a lot now. So.
Yeah, for sure. But you have to say that like Nolan ISO is definitely a cool thing that can be applicable in some spins, but definitely not all. Like, in always when you try to optimize something and like overachieve a bit, I don't know. I've seen that a lot. When you try to go for a faster stretch than the standard one. For example, early Nolan ISO or Inokaido, you know, trying to beat the sauna strat. Like, you know, oftentimes it doesn't work, but so you really have to be careful if you really want to go for something, or if it's actually faster. You have to be confident in that.
Yeah, and this is an interesting position to be in because Buff's probably now wondering, do I go for a risky strat?
Yeah.
Because it will get me the point, or do I play it safe but potentially lose on the timing? It's a nice little mental kind of thing to have to think about which strat you try, you know, which way you try and go for. Obviously, it's kind of spin dependent as well.
Yeah.
But
agree.
it's got to be in the back of the mind whether whether he tries something risky.
For sure. For sure. I think that's also an interesting point. You know, the risk versus reward, and I mean, you normally try to not let the score or something like that affect how you play the game. But you know, we are all humans. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can also speak from experience that it's like, it's impossible. You always you know how the stands are. You know what's gonna happen. Like, it can happen, and yeah, you gotta be tough on your feet.
And as we all know, roulette brain is a real medically cleared disease.
Yes.
That most of us suffer from.
Indeed. And yeah, I mean, the pressure it's ever there, and then, especially in a final like this, you know. I mean, this is not a major or tournament or something, but like still, it depends on how much it means to you, and like the pressure is always high if you're in a position like this.
Definitely.
No matter well. That's been Willow Live in just over 30 seconds, and then I mean, yeah, Whittleton Creek is not that much spin dependent, I would say, but it can for sure be an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Can tweak it
Politician and politician's assistant. That's what I want.
For example,
That's probably the
yeah,
trickiest spin you can get.
that's a cool thing to see. We've seen a few cool stuff, a few cool ISOs that those. For example, Mario isolated them both in the backyard at the same time. That was very cool to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, the spin is here. Will you read it out for us?
Yes. We have Janus with a pistol as Sheriff Masterson, and we have Nolan Electrocution as a Cassidy bodyguard.
Ooh. So
Nolan's free.
Yeah, no electrocution. Let's see if they get the roulette brain syndrome, and I have to call it the Sierra Sniper syndrome, because that's where you've seen it a lot. When you when it's like a specific condition and you just forget about it and just go do the standard way.
Both of them are bought in a micro taser, so I think.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah. We see it. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Just hope both of them remember that the sheriff is a different outfit to the deputy, which has.
Oh yeah. We've seen that in tournament matches go wrong. So let's see about that. So I was gonna start with the micro taser, which is interesting. I thought maybe there's also like a point to make for going going for starting at near the sheriff. I think that's the gardener start. That's always confusing those. And then getting the sheriff immediately and going up to Janus and not even icing him, just going up to him right away. But I guess why not though. So
we've got two different strats here again.
Yeah.
Punk's going for the clues, which is my preferable route. I like going for the clues early.
The plaintiff
Yes, he's also trying to ISO that Cassidy guard there as well.
Which makes sense. He needs the Cassidy guard for the kill. And Buff took a Cassidy guard from the. I'm not sure how all those backyards are called. I don't know. I can tell you when it's where they're on the map, but I couldn't tell you the names. So Buff took one from the backyard there, and Punk is gonna go
Lawful
for
surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit.
for
Perhaps
this one
Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
here. Interesting though.
Yeah.
Both now getting
Yeah, so-
the first kill.
I was gonna say he hasn't picked up the
Cassidy's
cigar
down.
box, but he's just
Good
remembered
work.
that. Yeah, so Punk's only going to need one more clue when he gets over to Janus, which will probably be the picture from the
Oh
basement.
no! I forget. Oh, I was fearing about that because I was waiting for Sheriff Master. He didn't want to miss the Calmer, and then he peeked up behind the tree, and like the sheriff was looking in this direction, and he got spotted by the sheriff. That's that's huge. That could be a big
That is
problem.
Yeah.
47. This could mean the constant and
Yeah,
James
Punk's struggling a bit with his guys, but in the end he got 2 clues already. Entered his guys. He's now
Someone from Janus' security detail
on his way
buried something in the
to
frog habitat behind
the
Cassidy's
sheriff.
house.
He does not quite. He will not meet the Janus downstairs time, so I assume he will grab the sheriff and isolate Janus upstairs with the gramophone. I think that's probably gonna
Yeah, I imagine
be the play here.
this sort of timing, the gramophone's probably the optimal
Yes.
lure here.
Yeah. It's totally fine, of course. The gramophone, like, of course it takes a while, but like it's so reliable. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
It comes upstairs. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Well, let's see if I don't want to speak too fast, so Punk still has to get this sheriff isolation for sure. Rough whip to this, so
Yeah, and he does have the mailman just standing around here as well, but I'm assuming he's got a camera, so he should be
bit
right.
unfortunate.
and get ready to get friendly with a round of hollow points.
Gonna wait for the head turn. This looks a pretty good spot though. I think he should be fine.
Yeah.
There we go. Now Punk is on his way to Janus' house. They're gonna climb up that pipe. Punk's looking very solid here. Just to get
Janus is outside, so he'll have a tiny bit of a wait, but as soon as he walks back in that door, he will hear the gramophone, so...
So interesting. And Buff now, this time did not get spotted, but he missed the Calmer. He missed his first Calmer, the second Calmer landed. So yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. Punk, for Punk, Janus now reacts to the gramophone. Heard that one.
Buff looks like he's going to go in downstairs for the downstairs ISO.
That looks very
Got
much
here a
like
bit
that.
earlier.
He had a bit of unfortunate Janus guard timing here, though. I've got to say. That makes his life a bit hard. Oh my god, that looks
That's
so risky. Oh my, Buff. I mean, he's gonna miss the Janus timing. Ooh, very nice done from Punk. He just KO'd Gunther and not yeah. Now when I say Gunther, I always have to think of the player Gunther. I can't speak of the NPC properly anymore. But yeah, KO'd him and just shot Janus straight away, and he's looking very good. He's taking Gunther's guys. Just to go downstairs now.
Just watch for that guy there
Yeah,
who
he's
can
gonna-
rip you.
He's gonna go very safe here.
Yep.
No problem with the camera. Can delete it anywhere in the basement. This looks very good for him. Punk is playing it all safe. He's gonna wait for this guy to turn around, and then he should be good to go. I can't see anything going wrong here, to be honest.
First annual gathering of the Ark Society.
I mean, he doesn't need to rush. Obviously, he doesn't know that, but
Yeah, of course he doesn't know.
Founder.
So,
Perhaps he's still attending these gatherings
safe there.
47.
should enforce here, but he leaves the evidence, got the last two, and he dodged all the forces in Janus' house, pretty much. So, yeah, that's
a
looking
couple of
very, very
forces,
good
but-
for
We
him.
now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society.
Oh my.
Buff's having a little bit of problem with the downstairs
I
ISO.
think that's all we're going to get.
Yes, but
We're
yeah,
close.
Just
I don't think it will matter.
time.
It's time to end.
Punk
this.
is got out of Janus' house, and Punk will exit soon, and that should be the final map. 3-1 for Punk, and our first winner of a Providence event, winner of the Providence Invitational, will be GKPunk, and he will earn the content role. Congratulations.
GG's well deserved. He played fantastically in the final and throughout the whole tournament.
Absolutely.
You would not know he was a rookie.
Absolutely
looking
not.
at the way he played.
I mean, Punk is just a staple, and like you know, I'm so glad to finally get to see him play. And it's been a blast. He played so well. It's been so cool to see him play. It just was so awesome. But of course, we can't forget Buff either. It's his second tourney in a row now that he got second place, he got runner up. But to be honest, he played amazing again, and his second place is super good with such a stacked player field.
Yeah, I don't know what to say now. I'm kind of shocked. It's been a great final.
Yeah, same.
That's a solid player, but yeah, I don't know, just a few unlucky rips on certain maps like that. You know, that Whittleton Creek was really unlucky, and that could have been a lot closer if you didn't get that rip. It's just little things like that can easily decide a map. It's crazy.
Yes. Oh man, it has been a great final, to be honest. It's been so close. We got 1-1, then we got such a close Sgáil, and it's been super exciting. That was so great to see. Yeah, I'm so happy with how that turned out, and super cool.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament. Really great tournament so far. We've had lots of exciting matches.
For sure. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm just so happy to have seen a great final, and yeah, congratulations again to GKPunk on the winner role. If Punk wins, I'd be happy to do a winner interview, but that's up to him. Maybe we can get that working. That would be very cool. Of course, only if he wants. But you know, the tournament has been great, but it's not over yet. Normally, of course, you would have the third place match before the finals, but you know, the scheduling with a lot of people is difficult. So we're gonna have the third place match after this one ideally in about 25 minutes. We'll see about that. It's an estimate. And that's also gonna be great. It's not irrelevant. Third place is still prestigious, and it's also gives 20 euros, so it's not that unimportant. So that's gonna be a great match as well. I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. Let's see if we can get Punk into here. But yeah, I already want to thank, the tournament's not over yet, but I really want to thank everyone who participated in this, and honestly, everyone who helped make this happen. All 8 participants who so happily jumped onto this event and a new server to make an amazing event happen. And of course also my fellow partners, especially Mo and Fun, who casted all the other matches, which is really nice effort, and that's been really cool. Also, Crewdy, thank you for co-casting with me, and also for the great roadmap you made, and thanks to Hans for the assets, and to Gunther as well. But it looks like we have GKPunk in the house. Hello, can you hear me?
Hey,
congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, that was really a really cool final. How was it for you?
I surprisingly started feeling less and less nervous towards the end. It was funny, I wasn't listening to any game dialogue, but right at the end when I was running as Gunther towards, by the park, it says, "We're at the finish line," and I'm thinking, I'm at the finish line too. Am I gonna be able to finish it?
Yes.
It's, I definitely felt strong emotions right after I got the ping that said I won.
I can imagine. Yeah, so happy that happened, but yeah, it means that like through the whole tournament you played amazing. All 3 matches, and yeah. If we can gladly go through the maps. Yeah, Marrakesh was first. That was very clean, I think. What was your perspective on that one?
Marrakesh. Yeah, Marrakesh is one of my favorite maps. I was kind of tired of playing Sgáil. I think I expressed that in chat a couple of times. And burial robes on top of that. It's like it has to be rigged against me or something. But Marrakesh, yeah, Marrakesh was my pick, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick it, win or lose, because I just want to play it. So I was very comfortable. When I went to the school, the timing just didn't work, so I'm like, okay, I'll just get Reza with the intercom and move the Saber and the prisoner up there, and hope that buff wasn't faster with the snail or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was hoping no fortune teller, because I was watching Buff's video last night, and he's like, "Oh, get the snail, and you can get fortune teller." And I'm like, "No fortune teller, please, so I can actually be competitive."
Yeah, that makes sense. Of course. You got your wish on that one, and
Yeah.
But yeah, I can tell you, Buff, you had a very nice first try run, and Buff did struggle a lot. That got spotted a few times and had a few rips, so that was a very nice first map. Then of course Mumbai went in Buff's way. He got a clean first try, and you had a bit of trouble with the disguise. Did you just like yeah.
My initial plan was to just do standard stuff, which is, set up Maelstrom, and I was gonna go get the barber, his razor, and then take the lead actor, because I was gonna go for Dawood at the beach house, or go for the tower. Do not do Bricklord, just go straight for the tower, because I don't have the snail. So I was gonna go find him at 4 minutes. And then for some reason, a third thought came into my mind, and I'm like, let me just do some sort of like a live kill on Vanya. And then I realized I don't have the disguise, and I'm like at the other end of the map. So I went back for that disguise, got the kill on Vanya, and then everything just went like I was just improving, because I just didn't know what to do then. Because my plan was to knock out Vanya, but then I was also thinking her kill is a loud kill, so if I kill her, all the bodies will get discovered somehow.
Yeah.
That was a mess for me. I didn't want to
imagine.
restart either, because it was 5 minutes in. So I'm like, let's hope Buff restarts, which is unlikely because he has the snail and he's the record holder in Mumbai. So I was just like hoping for the best and kept going, and then the ping came through and I was in the tower. So I was like, yeah, I expected to lose that one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds chaotic, but like anyone who ever played RR, I think, can relate to that.
Yeah, it was all over the place. It was all over the place. And Sgáil was sort of the same until, like, when I got the kill the first time, I was sticking around for a disguise to go outside. Otherwise, I would have just hopped out. And then I just got spotted, and I'm like, great. Well, there goes the spin again. But I always try to just get past it, maybe get one revenge kill and restart immediately. And then when I was getting the burial rolls, I just realized, wait, I'm next to the kitchen. I also left the ARC member up there that time closer to Sophia. So I thought that would have been faster, which I think it was. Otherwise, I'd have to go down to the MOC, get the ARC, go back up. I think that's how I did it the first time.
Yeah, there was some optimization for sure. And from a viewer's perspective, Sgáil couldn't have been closer. Because you both
really?
had some.
I thought I was gonna lose after that spot. I'm like, there's no way.
That was.
It's burial robes.
I don't think anyone of us actually expected that third god to come in, so we were all very much surprised by that. I assume you were as well.
Towards the end, I was calculating. So if I take the shot on the left side and the door opens right side, I would have a little bit of like blind spot with the door opening this way. That's why I hit the elite guard on the right side and I ran straight for it.
Yeah, it makes
Which,
sense.
I don't know. It's still iffy, but that was my thought process. That was the roulette brain thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that was.
No, actually, Sgáil was very, very close and exciting, actually, because you both struggled a bit, and in the last try, you and Buff both were synchronized, actually, but you already had the Sophia kill down, so there was an advantage, and that won you the Sgáil map. You can watch it back. We didn't actually see the Sophia kill because Twitch played mid-roll ads, but
Oh no!
you know. But that was the only time that happened in the match, so it was fine. It wasn't too bad. And so yeah, I'm sure you can watch it back, but that was very exciting. And then of course, Whittleton Creek. We just went cleanly, I would say.
Well, Whittleton Creek, I was just it's I don't know if you want to paint a story. I think maybe In For Fun will appreciate this. Whittleton Creek was the first map I played in this tournament. And I completely butchered that spin. I was just hoping to be cleaner on this one. Whittleton Creek is one of my best maps, I think. And I had no idea how Buff does it. But then Electrocution came, and I'm like, come on, man. Really? On the final? No falling object for this one? It was a funny thought, but I just tried, like, doing it without thinking too much about what Buff's gonna do. I wasn't expecting this spin to go away any minute. I was just looking at if it's Master Sun or not, and then I just kept running. And then it's Whittleton Creek. It's supposed to be by the book for me. My first Whittleton Creek in this tournament was, I had a brain fart because it was my first match, and I was like literally shaking.
I can imagine. I can so well imagine that.
Yeah, I was counting enforcers. When I was in the Gunther's outfit, as soon as I got in it, like the first guy who spotted me in the first match, I'm like, you're an a-hole. And then I go down, kitchen guy, and then there's the basement guy, and then when you walk out, there's yellow shirt. Those guys, I was literally counting them in my head to avoid all of them.
I mean, I can imagine, yeah. But I do agree. That's a nice, it's a nice narrative, a nice redemption arc. It's the first map you played, the last map you played, and you redeemed yourself.
The one I lost, I won it back, so I'm happy about that I won. Even if I lost this, I think I'm okay in Paris for the most part. I'm not sure how Buff is, but I think in the map pool, Mumbai was the only one I knew I was going to lose. The other ones, I knew I had a chance because Marrakesh, Whittleton Creek, and Paris are my favorite maps to play, just generally.
Yeah. That's cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us in the interview, and congrats again on winning the first Providence tournament. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me, and first of all, thanks for inviting me. That's
of course.
I appreciate that. Basically, you guys helped me, get rid of my first match nerves with this tournament. If I were to play more tournaments, it would be a lot easier to get into it.
That's
I appreciate that. In For Fun, Kerry, special shout out to those guys because I chat with them a good amount. But all the partners for putting it together, and all my friends that played with me in this tournament.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for participating, for playing. That's super awesome. And thank you so much for joining us. And now, soon we will have the third place match. I think we're still aiming for a start at 20, on top of the hour. So it'll be in 12 minutes. I'll go set up everything for that. It's gonna be on this channel. It's just a short break. No need to go anywhere. I'll not be casting that. In For Fun and Currymaker will take over from here. So enjoy your time with them. Thank you, Crewdy, for casting the finals with me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And yeah, I'll send you in a quick 5-minute break. We'll see you hopefully then for the third place match.